All right, here we go. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. It's Chris Manifest. I'm going to be doing this thing for the next 30 to 90 days, going live, teaching a little bit, and then taking one or two questions. And today I wanted to talk about how to sell your music on iTunes. Maybe some of you have got songs written. Maybe you've already released multiple albums, EPs like me. The industry is constantly changing. I released my first EP in 2001, and I released my first album with a label in 2005. That was this one. And I want to share with you guys a really funny story, okay? Because I've sold, hundreds of thousands of albums, but didn't start out that way at all. If anything, it started out not selling many, and it started out with this one. And I thought I was going to be a rock rap star overnight, and that obviously didn't happen, and I was going to get dropped. In fact, iTunes was so new, Spotify didn't even exist, that I had to beg the label to put this album on. They would not put this album on iTunes. You know what they said? They said, oh, we're only putting some artists on there and some not. What? Because it was so new, iTunes was so brand new, and everybody was scared, didn't understand this whole digital thing. And to be honest, I just went and put it on myself. I just signed up with CD Baby. If you don't know what CD Baby is a digital distribution. I currently use TuneCore now personally, but back then I used CD Baby. And basically what TuneCore and CD Baby and these other companies are digital distribution companies that sit between, like, your music is here, those companies are there, they're the aggregators. Okay, I use TuneCore to upload my music to iTunes, to Apple Music, to Spotify, to Google Play, and hundreds of other places. Okay, and so, but back in the day, labels were too scared to do this. They didn't understand how to do this, but that's what you have to do. You have to go to tunecore.com and create an account and upload your music to iTunes. Okay, and you select all the different stores that you want it to be in. And of course, you want iTunes on there, you want Apple Music, you want Spotify, of course, and all the other hundreds of stores that are like worldwide, Deezer. There's just so many of them. But those are the main two, because those are the most popular, right? But yeah, you just create an account. It's free to do, but it's free. It costs money to actually upload it. I think it's like $9.99 for a single and $24.99 for a single. But you're going to need your album cover artwork. You're going to need the WAV files of each of your songs. Okay, if you want to sign up for the publishing portion and get your publishing collected for you, you're going to need that information, and you're going to need the songwriter information to be able to upload your music and have it for sale so that you get paid. And I want to encourage you, some of the different stores ask you if you want to do a pre-order, and I'm not going to get all into that, but I believe if you're going to release an album, you always want to do a pre-order so that you can give it lots of time to promote that, to get your sales up as high as they can, to give you a chance at hitting the Billboard charts. Okay, you want to not just upload the album and set your date. I would definitely do a pre-order for at least a month and a half, so that you can say, hey, the pre-order's up, so that, whatever single that you did release, and I would always suggest releasing like 1 to 3 singles leading up to an album to get that buzz, to get that promotion. And then when they do the pre-order, I think in TuneCore you can pay like $10 or $15, and what you can do is you can give these. They're called GRAT tracks. So when you pre-order the album, or when somebody pre-orders the album, they get whatever songs free first. Like they get 4 or 5 songs right away, or 3 songs, or whatever it is you want to do. And if someone's going to pre-order your record before it comes out, I think you should give them at least 3 to 4 songs just to say thanks for pre-ordering the record. And I really suggest, like, as long as you've got the UPC submitted and the genre selected, like for me, for my latest record, it was this one for EDM. We pushed the Kickstarter really, really hard. And then we pushed the pre-order really, really hard. And then we pushed the album really, really hard, so that we could hit the charts. And we hit 3 different charts. We hit the EDM, we hit the Heat Seekers, and we hit the Christian. And we did that using TuneCore and doing a Kickstarter campaign using Pledge Music, and then doing the pre-order for iTunes, Apple Music, and then the week of just pushing, so that it really gave us 3 chances. Because what a lot of artists do is they just upload the music, they set a date, and then they just hope it does well. Well, you want to have a strategy. And I teach these strategies in some of my courses, and I teach some of this stuff in my coaching, which is every month, which I'm going to talk about a little later, which is Fanbase University, where I actually do one-on-one coaching in a group private setting for about an hour and answer questions. I'm going to answer 1 or 2 questions here today, but if you want more coaching, make sure you go to that. But this is the thing. Look, I give it a chance with the Kickstarter to push as much as I can. Okay, that's step 1. Okay, do the Kickstarter. Get as many pre-orders as you can with the Kickstarter, okay, or the Pledge Music. Number 2, do the pre-order on iTunes with TuneCore or CD Baby or whoever you want to use. Push. So you're getting even more pre-orders, because some people just don't want to do the Kickstarter. They just want to do the digital. They just want to pre-order there, okay? So that's number 2. And then the album releases. So you have that day of your album release. That is the time to push the snot out of it. That's if you got more money in your Facebook or your Instagram budget to boost the post, that's the day to do it, okay? Is the day 1. Because that's the hottest news. That's when you're probably going to get the most likes, the most comments when you post the album cover that, look, this is available on iTunes now. It is available on iTunes now. Like, that's where you would want to spend the most. And then that whole week promoting the album, letting people know. And then on the Tuesday, the charts will be released. Last Tuesday, the charts were released for this. But a few days before that, I got an email from Billboard telling me that there's a chance that it might hit the Billboard charts. So just to go over that again, to upload your music to iTunes, you're going to need either CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid. I personally use TuneCore, okay? And they've just been amazing, great company. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that, but just a great company. That's who I use, and that's where I upload my music. But a lot of you guys just need to set a date. Okay, I know you just need to set a date and put it in the calendar and say, look, this is when I'm releasing my album. This is when I'm releasing the song. Put a date on it, okay? Put a date on it, and that way, because what gets calendared gets done. I'm going to take one question from YouTube here. If any of you guys got a question, post a question. I'll answer it. I see some people here on Instagram. If you have one question here, post a question here. I'm going to be going live each day. But if you do want one-on-one help from me, on the 12th and 24th, I do group coaching with Fanbase University, and I answer questions for a full hour. Okay, so go to fanbaseuniversity.com if you want that. Sean Hedger, can you talk about working with a producer? Yes, absolutely. A producer is someone, to me, that I hire to normally make the track. Okay, they'll make the beat normally, and they'll help me rewrite the song, whether that's fixing my lyrics, fixing the chorus. They're the ones that record me, engineer me, but they're not someone who just presses record. Okay, they're involved with the song. I pay them a pretty good fee. I like to have a producer that like a Quincy Jones or a Dr. Dre, someone who's not just a beat maker, but they're a songwriter, that they care about the whole song and trying to make it great. Okay, and so I'll pay premium for a producer that has made hits. Okay, that really makes great songs. Or like, you might want to find a producer that's in your genre, whether they've made an amazing hip hop song or indie rock song, a country song. You want to see what their track record is. Who have they produced? Okay, because a producer is a lot more all in than someone who's just hitting record. Like, they're auto-tuning the vocals. They're challenging you in the booth to re-sing that and get a good performance out of you, and really trying to make the song great. So, I can't say having a good producer is just so important. Okay, so you always want to get a great producer. Okay, and you might start with a producer that costs $500, and then you get a producer that costs $1,000. And then 2,000, then you get to a level where, you're really wanting to rock out the hits. You might, on one song, hire a producer that costs 5,000 or 6,000 for a song. Okay. So it just depends on where you're at in your career, but don't allow, not having a budget not to start. You need to start. And, the more people you work with, the better, you'll get. Okay. I see an answer here. Question from Nathan. Chris, don't start with releasing one song, or a full album is best. If I was starting from scratch, I would release a song first. I'd promote the junk out of that. And then another 6 to 8 weeks or 2 months. It was my very first one. I try and release another one. My schedule right now for where I'm at is I want to try and release a song every 6 to 8 weeks. And now the reason that is because the Spotify algorithm, okay, has showed that most people tend to drop off at the 6 to 8 week mark. Okay. And so you want to re-engage your fans because, just like YouTube, just like Instagram, just like Spotify, okay? When you post an update, especially about a song, a new song, it brings them back and it reminds them, hey, Sean's got a new song. Hey, Nathan's got a new song. Okay, and it reminds them that that you're there, and it gives you a bump in your streams again. And so it's not like you just release a song and then it goes down for like a year. People forget about you. But like from the algorithm has shown and data has shown, once you've released a song, just after 6, okay. So, hey, I hope today's live has really inspired you guys. Again, I go live and do coaching with Fanbase University for a full hour answering your questions. I get to know your business a lot more and help you even more in depth. There's a $10 trial. You can try it for 30 days. You get hundreds of dollars worth of courses and training videos in there. Plus you get access to all the archive of all the calls. It's $10 for the first 30 days. You can choose, and then it's $50 a month after that, but you can cancel at any time. So I encourage you to get into that because the next call is going to be on the 12th and it's on the 24th. So twice a month, I do that for an hour with my students. Hey, I love y'all guys. Remember, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So fight for that music dream. Keep fighting for it. Keep fighting for it. I believe in you guys. Get your music up there and don't quit. Peace.